Welcome back to My Classic Car. We pulled up in Ron's Torino Squire wagon, and I couldn't believe my eyes. The rarest of the rare. Now, this is a 36 Scarab, right?
1936, correct.
One of 9 or so built.
One of about 9 built, and one of 5 known to survive today.
Now, there's no engine up here. That's why we got the snub nose, right?
There's no engine. Engine's in the rear. However, we do have in the front, it's the openings for its flow-through ventilation system. And below this panel is the spare tire and some of the mechanical components.
Wow, that's so strange with the rib that runs up and separates the windshield panels.
Well, the wind split, that's probably styling and maybe something practical.
My first reaction to this car is it's the first minivan. But it really wasn't designed to be something like that.
No, Stout was just trying to design a better car. He wanted more room, and it's no bigger than a Chevy or a Ford of that era, but it has twice the interior space.
Well, one of the things that strikes me is how narrow this door is.
The door's fairly narrow, but when you open it, the hinge swings the door out of your way.
Oh, it really does. So you do have, you have pretty good entrance there.
It's easy to get in and out of. It is very user-friendly.
Now, I see, both in the headliner and down on the door panel, there's, this woven wicker. Was that functional, or is it just aesthetic, or what is it?
I think more than anything else, it's just a throwback to when they used wicker seats in airplanes.
And Stout was an aircraft engineer and really wanted to use a lot of aircraft materials or futuristic aircraft materials at the time, right?
Well, that's true, because one of his engineering dictums was simplicate and add less weight.
Now, how about the dash? You were saying that's a cast dash?
Yes, magnesium.
Which was a kind of a new metal for the time.
That was a new metal at that time. The doors are also magnesium, as are the lower seat frames.
Man. Well, and then, as you move back along this car, it's this big flat side, but it gets back here to this nice rounded Scarab end, beetle end. It looks like a beetle.
Well, this is the business end of it. This is where the drivetrain is, the engine.
And back here is, what, a flathead Ford V8, right?
It's a flathead V8, standard flathead V8.
How do you get to it?
Well, we have a hood, like other cars.
Just in a different place.
There's a little trick to the hood. You can open the hood like this far, but then, if you really want access to it, you simply take the hood panel off.
And there's the flathead.
There's the mechanicals all right there.
Wow.
The engine is mounted backwards, and it's above the transaxle. That's also made out of Ford components.
Now, does that go back on as easy as it came off?
Almost.
Looks like wings.
Almost looks like the wings of a Beetle, although the Stout employees referred to the engine covers as coattails.
Now, moving up along here, it's really odd to me that the passenger door is set in the middle of the car. Can I open this one too?
Sure, just push the button.
Just push the button, and there we go. Now, it looks to me like these seats in here aren't attached.
No, the 2 of the individual seats are simply loose on the floor, so you can move them around and arrange your own seating. They also recline for comfort.
Well, what do you say we take it out?
Sure, let's do that.
I'll get in here. I'll meet you in the front.
Okay.
Welcome back to My Classic Car. Ron Schneider's 1936 Stout Scarab is a design that must be seen on the road to be fully appreciated. Now, Stout was really an amazing guy. Had lots of things to his credit, designs to his credit. What was his training? Was he trained as an engineer?
I believe he had some engineering training, but mainly he was just an idea guy. He was independent. He did work for Ford Motor after he sold the Stout all-metal airplane company to Ford. But he worked for Ford mainly to promote aviation. And then in 1931, he left Ford and went back to his own engineering lab. And that's when he decided that the automobile industry could benefit from his talents. So he announced he was going to build a better car.
And voila.
This was it. Actually, all he was trying to do is to get the automobile industry to listen to him and maybe adapt some of his ideas to what they were doing. But they weren't always so ready to do that. He predicted within 3 or 4 years the automobile industry would follow his lead. Well, he was only off by about 40 or 50.
40 or 50, yeah, well, you know. Anybody behind us? Nobody's behind us? I was blown away when Ron offered me the wheel. Stay calm, Dennis. Stay calm. Act normal. Don't blow this one. Don't blow it. Take a deep breath. You can't do that in a roadster.
No.
All right.
Standard 3-speed.
Standard 3-speed.
Non-synchro first. It's going to be firm. Just be firm and deliberate when you shift it. There you go.
Very nice. Quite a long throw, too.
Yep.
This is much nicer than most cars of the 30s.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, they had, you know, truck transmissions. And it shifts great. It doesn't wander.
No, and it has a nice ride. It has nice brakes.
Yeah, I could get used to this.
It's just all wrapped up in a very weird package.
Weird indeed. They were pretty pricey. These were $5,000 a piece
5,000 and up.
in 1936. It doesn't take long for this thing to draw a crowd, though, when you stop.
No, you got to be careful.
Up we go. Ooh. Just hit the off switch, eh? Wow.
That's on my way then.
Might as well come out this way, I guess. Well, kind of easy. Oh. Ron, this was awesome. What a fabulous car.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
You know, it was my first drive in a stout Scarab, I got to tell you.
Well, your first